You guys went crazy over my last video about Mesh Graffiti, and this is going to be that follow-up video. If you guys haven't seen that first video, I'll leave a link right up here or over there, whichever direction it is. Click on that link or down in the description, and it'll give you the full tutorial on how to do that. I'm going to give you guys a few of the other ones that we're going to go through during this tutorial too about Mesh Graffiti. But you guys blew up the comments, so we are going to answer some of those questions right now in this video here, so that way you know exactly what to expect when you use Mesh Graffiti, and we're going to test some things out too. Like this comment, you should have showed how it shows up on uneven surfaces. That's very fair. You're right. I showed how it looks inside of the AI itself, so we're going to do that. Should Mesh Graffiti be the last step only, or can you actually resize it? So we are going to also test that out too in this video. We're going to go ahead and take basically what I did previously, same exact design, minus the logo. We're going to put text on the corner over here. We're going to print this out about 1/10 of the size. So we're going to shrink it down in the slicer, not in Mesh Graffiti, but in the slicer, and let's see what the results are at the end of the video. Like this one here too. How is this only 16 filament swaps? Well, the answer to that right there, right off the bat, I'm going to show you guys, but it's because we did the logo on the bottom instead of on the sides. So that's only 4 layers deep. So that's about 16 filament changes right there altogether. When you do something like this here on the bottom, not very much to change out there. Then a crazy thing happened. Uncle Jesse showed up in the comments and it just blew my mind. Yes, if you guys know Uncle Jesse, he's the one with over 500,000 subscribers here on YouTube that does a ton of 3D printing. He does some crazy projects. He also subscribed too, just like you should. If you guys want to follow the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But he even said he needs to check out Mesh Graffiti for some upcoming projects. So we're going to jump in right now. Let's get on the computer and let's get in to Mesh Graffiti.
Let's jump into Maker Lab over here on Maker World. And from here, we're going to scroll down to the Mesh Graffiti. And if you missed the entire tutorial from I did before, I'll leave a link up in the corner. You guys click on that right there. You guys go check that right there out. I basically take from start to finish all the way through. But this one here, we're going to do something a little bit different. So I'll choose that same file that I had before. We'll drag and drop it in. Again, I'm not going to be worried about the size of this one here because this is the large bowl that I had before. But we're going to take it into the slicer. We're going to test it by shrinking it out and printing that out, and we'll see how it all looks. And let's do some text along the edges here. So we're going to do a text brush. We'll pop this in here. We'll add in, fix this. And it does have some font options also. You can also import your own. Let's do, I don't know what lobster even looks like. That looks kind of cool. So let's put this on this corner over here. And that either just looks flat, of course, until you kind of really move it around. So we'll get that here in a second. Let's get rid of our text brush. We'll confirm that. Now if we go in here and move it, now you can see what it has actually done. And that's going to be all those layers in there. It's going to be super cool. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll export this one here out. I put a logo in it before. If you want to see that again, same that video that I mentioned before, I'll put the link up there again for you guys, or down in the description down below. You guys go check out that. We're going to go ahead and export this here out. We'll download it as a 3MF file. And now let's go ahead and import that into our slicer. Okay, I'm in Creality Print. You can pretty much use any kind of slicer that you want. It's going to be close to the same thing as long as it can accept a 3MF file. Some slicers can't, but you know, most can these days. And I'm going to change this over to my Creality High for this, and it pretty much takes up most of my build plate. We can see how it all will look here. Just out of curiosity, let's go ahead and slice this plate the way it is and check out the time and how many. It's going to take 10 hours to print, and we are going to have 146 filament changes. Before someone asks, you know, why did I only get like 12 or 13? That's because I did the bottom layer, so really there's only a handful of changes. But once you do the side, we're going to have multiple changes for all those lines and layers as we print all the way through this. As you can kind of see, every layer is going to have basically a print change. and that is going to cause a lot of filament changes with this. So that is why, to answer that question, let's go ahead and go back out here and prepare. I am now going to change the scale of this. Let's bring this down to like 10%. We're going to shrink down about 1/10 of the size. Let's see what that looks like. And kind of see how it will look. And this is what we're going to do. So we're going to do 1/10 of the size of my original tray. We'll compare the two. We'll slice this out. It's going to take about half an hour. I'm going to have 14 filament changes with it. Actually, let's make it a little bit bigger because that is super tiny. Or don't be like this big. So let's actually undo that. And let's make the size. Let's do like 25. Yeah, we'll do 1/4 of the size. Let's do 1/4 of the size. And let's print that. Let's see how the quality turns out. We can kind of see what it's going to look like and see what happens with this. Or should we have actually imported this right here outside of the slicer, done inside of the AI thing, and then import it in? I don't know. Let's print it out. Let's see what our results are at the end. Fresh off the build plate. Here it is. Let's crack it. There we go. So here is our little guy, 1/10 of the size. It came out really well with it. And I'm going to show you guys up close of how this here all looks too. That's actually pretty sweet. Now you have to remember, this is less layer lines than this. So this is 1/10 of the size. So I think there's only maybe like 30 layers on this thing right here. So you're going to get better quality, just like when you do pixels and things like that with it. We have more layer lines, so something bigger than if you have it, a teeny tiny little thing right there and you're trying to print text on it. But I'm going to show you guys this here really close up. And don't forget, in the meantime, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you guys enjoyed this video here, make sure you guys also check out that video over there in the corner. And I'll see you guys on the next one.